Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars 501st Legion Clone Troopers set, also known as the 501st Battle Pack. So anyone who watches like a good amount of LEGO videos on YouTube would likely know the story behind the set. And then for those who don't, just briefly, a LEGO YouTuber named M&R Productions, like a year or two ago, started campaigning for the set on social media, and a bunch of his fans joined in. He was campaigning for a 501st Battle Pack. And eventually, LEGO actually did end up making this. It's not really a Battle Pack though, because it's twice as much money and much more substantial build. It also has 6 minifigures instead of 4. But yeah, I'm going to be giving my honest opinion about the set in this video. So there are 2 builds in the set. The first of which is this Bark Speeder right here, which is, I guess, 501st themed, if you could call it that. But yeah, it is a very cool build though. Just very sleek overall. Just like looking at it from the side, and the front especially like that, like it just has nice, like a very nice shaping to it. Pretty accurate to the show actually, except for the size, which is not accurate to the show. Just put a minifigure next to it. It's pretty big. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch the Clone Wars, but just looking at pictures, this is just too big. It's not terrible, but it's just a little too big though. But nonetheless, it still looks very good, and it does play well. Like, I mean, this is a toy after all. It's a 7+ set, so kids that are 7 should be able to build this and play with it. And it's very nice to just hold and kind of fly around like that. So as a toy, it's just very effective, and the size helps. Like, you don't want this to be too small because then it just isn't as comfortable to hold, if that makes sense. But yeah, but there's just a lot of nice details about this, like this continuous blue stripe across the middle. It's a very nice detail. You got these little guns right here, which aren't really meant to be held by a minifigure, but just like blasters that are part of the speeder. And especially like the front up here, that just looks really nice, except for the stud shooters. They don't look particularly great, but I get why they're there, as play feature. And if you don't know how those work, just shoot them like that, push that. You probably know how those work though, if you are a LEGO fan. And it is very easy to put a minifigure in this. Like, that looks pretty appropriate. Yeah, definitely like this a lot though. My only major criticism of this, besides the size, it's just the stickers on this. I mean, this one is pretty innocuous. That's like nothing too crazy. Doesn't really add much though, but it's not like a pain to apply. But this piece right here, the single piece, is 3 stickers. And that just felt very excessive when building it. Especially the ones on the side, which are just kind of hard to apply. But it definitely adds to the look of the build, but I don't know, it just was a little bit annoying to put 3 stickers on one piece. This set also comes with an ATRT, which I do like the look of a lot, I must say. But it does suffer a very similar problem to the Bark Speeder, where it's just way oversized. Like, put a minifigure next to this, it's way too big. It's like double the size it should be in every like proportion. But yeah, I still really like it though. Yeah, just it's a very detailed build. I definitely like it just very much, honestly. And something that they actually did before I put the figure in here that I must say I like a lot is this handlebar. So this is a very minor change, but it's actually pretty major to me personally. So they have one of these clips that faces like outwards, like this way, instead of facing upwards. So I don't know if this makes sense, but like if you just like have a minifigure hold on to the bar and you just take them out of the seat, the bar does not come off. But when the clip would just kind of come like from down below, the handle would often come out very easily. And just a bunch of other builds that LEGO did. So yeah, just the fact that they just is that very simple change, I think actually goes a long way though. But yeah, it does look very good though. Just putting a figure on it. like so. There's a, yeah, it's pretty appropriate. Got a console print right there. It's an existing piece, but appropriate nonetheless. And the legs, I wish you could articulate them a little more. You can't bring them any more forward than this at the hip, I guess. The knees only go this far. The feet go like that. At the ankles, you can bring them back like very far though. I mean, you can get some very interesting poses out of it from that way, but I don't know, that's not as useful as being able to just bring these forward a little more. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of hard to get this into like a walking pose or a running pose. So yeah, that's a bit of a miss, but I still really like this build though. Another minor thing they did which I like is they just have these parts right here which stick out, which just helps to stabilize the feet a little more. Just gives it a wider ground to stand on so it doesn't fall over as easily, which it's small, but I appreciate it. You got some binoculars at the back, and then there's another clip to put the blaster, which I will always praise LEGO for doing that. Have clips on vehicles, especially ones this size, to put minifigures accessories on. And really, besides like the legs, the only other play feature of this is this little turret right here, which uses a stud shooter. Not sure how I feel about that. Doesn't look that great. I would have just preferred a simple cannon build that didn't actually fire, but I get why this is here, you know, so you can actually shoot it, although you can articulate this very much. You can get some pretty big range of motion with this, except cannot go up that far. This is as far upwards as it goes, which is a little unfortunate, but just shoot that. Yeah, you know how those work. And they do give you an extra stud for this, which is nice in case you lose it. And I did forget to mention earlier, but they also provide 2 extra studs for the bark speeder, because these stud shooters, yeah, the studs get lost quite easily, I must say. So to start for the minifigures of the set, we're going to look at the good guys first. So we have a jet trooper over on the left, and then a regular 501st clone trooper on the left. So I like both of these a lot. They are new 501st clone troopers. The main differences between them, well, the jet trooper's blue arms. Torso printing is a little bit different too. Leg printing is the same though. Helmet, you have this cool like these white like dashes, I guess. Looks pretty accurate to the show actually, from what I can tell. Got a nice blue jetpack. That is a very nice color to get that piece in. And then he just comes with a regular blaster, which is nice to get instead of a stud shooter, must say. And then for the regular 501st clone trooper, he has this very like long rifle, and I love the use of a black candlestick as a little attachment to the end of the rifle. And yeah, there is some little like gray printing on the helmet to kind of form like the jawline, which I'm okay with that. It's not like distracting or anything. Yeah, definitely like both of these figures a lot though. Removing the helmets, you can see these new face prints. I think they have finally retired Angry Clone for good, which was a good face print, but just way too overused. For Clone Troopers, it was fine, but not for Stormtroopers or anything else, because you know those aren't clones. But yeah, this clone face is just a lot better. Regardless, it has a more accurate like flesh tone instead. And then you can see the back torso printing for the jet trooper, just removing the jetpack. You also get 2 other 501st clone troopers. They're the same as the regular one that we saw before, so not the jet trooper one, just the regular trooper. These both come with just standard blasters. And the only thing for these clone troopers and their vehicles to fight against in the set are just 2 battle droids. Not a very fair battle. But yeah, I mean, we've had these battle droids since the Star Wars theme started. Yeah, you know what's up with these. So as someone who's not a fan of the Clone Wars or anything, it's hard for me to get too crazy excited about the fact that we're getting a set like this that just has so much 501st goodness, I guess. But regardless, I still really like it actually. I just I like the builds a lot, even though they're just so oversized. But they're very detailed, very fun to play around with. Kids would love these. Adults that love the Clone Wars would also like this because they just look very nice. And the figures are great. I love the updated 501st Clone Troopers. They look very good. They definitely look better than the previous ones, and that's saying something because the previous 501st Clone Troopers from LEGO looked very good. I do love the fact that we got a Jet Trooper. Great inclusion right there. And you get 3 501st Clone Troopers and then the 2 battle droids, which is nice to have. It's just a suggestion of a battle, but yeah. This is just a set that's going to please a lot of people, and it clearly has, because when it first came out in the summer of last year, oh my gosh, it was insanely hard to find in stores. It was just selling out like crazy, and I'm a bit late to the craze here. I mean, I tried looking for these, and they were just sold out everywhere, just when they initially came out. But yeah, they're a lot easier to get now. So if you're looking for this, you're in good luck, because you know, it's a lot easier to find now. And I can see why a lot of people are campaigning for this set. I just don't really care about the Clone Wars much, so it wasn't as important of an issue to me, but I'm glad that this was made a set because it is very cool, and it definitely pleased a lot of LEGO fans and Star Wars fans to get this set. And the price of this is $30, which is twice the amount of a regular battle pack nowadays. But keep in mind, the builds are a lot bigger. You do get 2 extra figures as well. And I think the cost is justified here. It's not really a battle pack, but it kind of is in the same way because, you know, it's just a bunch of 501st stuff in one box. It's a relatively small set too. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking up this set, especially if you are a fan of the Clone Wars. I mean, it's a pretty cheap set. So I just definitely like this set a lot though. Highly recommend it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the set in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Take care.